exciting stuff today. We are gonna put up the potty tunnels. So I have some things I gotta do. I gotta move that wagon. I have to empty out the shed and then move it over here, which means I also have to put away a couple garden things, and I gotta move that thing. And then I'm going to quickly cut the grass over here. And then I think we'll be ready to bring out everything we need for the tunnels. Are you excited, Lily? Are you guys excited for your potty tunnels story? Yes! You guys see this mess over here? I already don't want to put it away. I'm so bad. I would rather just bring everything out and just have chaos everywhere and then put it all away. But I'm gonna try to be good and do this a little bit at a time. So this is gonna get packed away for good, and then I'm gonna clean up all this. The mess is gone. And then I cleaned up some of that. So now I gotta cut the grass in this whole area where the tunnels will be. All right, let's see what's going on in here. So, not a ton of stuff. I have my bike in the bike trailer that's taking up most of the space. In the summer and early spring, I put a lot of their agility stuff in here, and then I'll move it under the shed for the winter. So I just gotta take this stuff out real quick. Okay, it's all cleared out, so now I'm gonna just move this very awkwardly over here. Phase 1 is done. So this is an outdoor storage tent. This is what I used the first year that I tried this 2 years ago. We put straw down, but that got kind of messy. So now we just have turf down here. And with the tunnels, they don't even really potty in here. They just come in here for shelter and then they go in the tunnels. And I have Christmas lights up in here. Ooh, we've got some lights out. So this is lit up at night. And then when winter is over, I just move the tent, you know, off to the side of the yard, and I just leave the lights in here unplugged so I don't have to mess with them again. But it looks like I'm going to have to because I got a whole strand out. And now that this is done, I'm going to have to cut the grass all over in here where the tunnels will go. So I'll get that ready. Phase 2, I'm setting up all of the tunnel frames. So this is what one of the frames looks like, all put together. Here they are, all done. So now I just have to zip tie them all together. This just helps keep everything a little more secure and sturdy. Okay, now I'm gonna test the lights that go in the tunnel, because heaven forbid I strand all these and then they don't work. So we're gonna be smart and we're gonna test them first. And I also like this more this year because last year I put the tunnels up and then I had the idea to light them. So I already had the tarps over the tunnel, so then I had to be crawling around in there and it was super awkward. So we're going to strand all the lights on the frame and then we will put all the clear tarps up. Excellent. All right. Oh, no, guys, I messed up. Look at, there's the tarp, and that's the giant hole for that tunnel to attach to. No! So now I have to unstake this tunnel and this one and move it this way. Oy, oy, oy. We are almost done. I have to add the lattice and check some spots on the tarp because last year, before I added the lattice, the wind really was whipping this thing around and a lot of areas got ripped. Like right over here, it got ripped and then it just kept tearing. So I've just been duct taping it. I'll see if this lasts this winter and then maybe next year winter I'll buy some new covers. Just a quick reminder, everybody always wonders, how do you get in the tunnels to clean them out? Well, these are greenhouse tunnels, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 zipped sections per tunnel. And so that's how big it is unzipped. So it's plenty easy to reach pooper scooper in here. I'll leave a couple of these accessible. The rest I'm gonna tuck under the frame to try to make it more supportive. Now, that being said, as of last winter with us trying this, my dogs didn't make huge messes in here. The weather had to be extra nasty. If it was like a mild winter day, they would just come out and they would just do their thing in the yard like normal. So yes, they pee and poop in here, but it's not like every single time they potty, they're in here. They still run around the yard, and when we have snow, I still shovel paths for them out here, so they still run around and go potty out here. One of the most awkward things about these tunnels is that when you want to lay them out kind of like in a square shape, they don't sit flush next to each other. Also, you need to cut the tarp on the inside to create a pathway through. So this is my really bad technique. I will cut the tarp and then try my best to duct tape it. And then I used extra plastic lattice. I covered this in a shower curtain sheet because it's like a very similar material to the tarp. And this actually does help protect it when we get rain or snow. Everything kind of just rolls off to the side because this is definitely a weak spot right there. Okay, we're almost done. The last step, and this is one of the most important steps, is to secure all of the tunnels with plastic lattice. I just went to the store and I got a few more pieces of lattice. Now these are still a little bit too long when you first buy them, so I'm gonna have to cut this down a little bit. And I'm gonna use one of my pieces from last year to use as my template as to know where to cut. I will use the leftover pieces that I cut off and attach them to each other if I have enough. And then I'll put them in like some odd places. Like I'm gonna put one over there and then one right here. All right, I have everything laid out how I want it this year. So now it's time to stake. And that is it. We are complete. We are done. We are ready for the winter and the rain and the snow and the sleet. Last but not least, you're going to want this outdoor remote control outlet. This makes things so much easier for me. If I want to take the girls out early in the morning through the deck, the lights are plugged into the garage and that's like always locked. So I can just use the remote. I'll face it in this direction and I will be able to turn the lights on. And then it's nice at night too because I can leave the lights on. And then when we all go inside for the last potty break and we're done, I could just be in the house and boom, turn it off. So this is definitely a must. I swear I never get sick of this thing. On, off. I love it, I love it, I love it.
What are we doing? What are we doing, huh? You guys ready? Yeah? Alright. We're ready for winter. Yeah.